Welcome to Mystically Me. This is a space for anyone curious about the more metaphysical things in life and anyone wishing and hoping to connect more to their intuition, their higher self, their angels, their guides. Welcome. This is the place for you. So, before we jump into what the cards want to tell us today, there's a couple things astrologically going on that I think are important to know. So, first of all, today I'm making the reading. It's June 29th, and there is a full moon in Capricorn. So, with this full moon, Capricorn sometimes gets labeled a serious sign, and they can be. They just kind of, have a plan and are going to follow through with it and have some big dreams. But anyway, so for this Capricorn full moon, for a lot of people, this can be a moment of truth in your life about like your long-term structures, boundaries, and ambitions, maybe like a checkpoint to see like, is the path I'm on what I really want to be doing? Also, it could be a crossroads for some people out there. Kind of torn between what you're feeling emotionally and what you've been putting out into the world publicly. Maybe a change of profession, change of venue, who knows, just maybe a change. And then a big thing to do at a full moon is to celebrate how far you've come. Think back to the last full moon, what has changed, what has been good in your life, and just really try for this to release heavy expectations on yourself. Just release them because they're no longer serving your highest good. All right. Then also today, we've got what's happening June 29th to the 30th. Jupiter's entering Leo. So Jupiter is a pretty big expansive planet. This is a time for creating courage, just kind of living your unapologetic authentic life. Take up space, get in the spotlight, do your thing. You be you. Whatever you shine in, go out there and shine in it. So celebrate how special you are and just remember how unique, and you have a unique gift to bring to this world that no one else can. Um, Time to think big and open your heart. Also today, we've got Mercury going retrograde, and Mercury's in Cancer. So usually when, Mercury in Cancer is more of an inward turn, you're kind of thinking about your inner world and stuff. This actual Mercury retrograde, so first of all, with any Mercury retrograde, there's going to be, usually you got to be just patient because there might be technology issues, communication issues, car issues, just things you got to go a little slower, expect a little more traffic, expect to be a little bit more annoyed out there. So yeah, it's a time to try to find your peace as much as possible and don't let like the outside circumstances affect your vibe. So, but for this one being in Cancer is all about like, it's about reflecting nostalgia. You might be thinking about some things from your childhood or just bringing up stuff from the past. But it's not a bad thing this time. It's not to like hold you back or get caught back in the same patterns. It's going to be just you have more understanding about it. So that's a good thing. Understanding is always better. Just for, the next month, be sure you leave the house a little bit early and just don't get too worked up when things might not go your way exactly, because Mercury just likes to do that to us, give us all these little not so fun things, but just keep your cool. All right. So we will get in to see what messages are wanting to come through today. Thank you all who are listening. One of the reasons I share the astrology stuff is because I know that so many of you listening are very sensitive empaths. So if energies are affecting you from, environments and people, why wouldn't the big planetary movements have the same effect? So just something to keep your eye on, just to know in the back of your head, just it might help. It always helps me during retrograde time to think, oh, yeah, it's retrograde. I better leave 10 minutes early. Oh, yeah, that's why we have traffic. Oh, that's why our brakes are doing this. That's why that video didn't upload right. So just take a deep breath and it'll all be okay. Okay, so coming through today, we've got the Ace of Swords. Oh my gosh, what's that fairy tale? Pull the sword and the stone. So there's a young man trying to pull the sword out of a stone. Then we've got the Six of Wands, which are some beautiful girls dancing around a maypole with a big butterfly on the top. And for our third, oh, there he is again, the the Guide of Swords, our Robin Hood card that has come through several times. Let me get some water real fast. It's been hot where I live, so it is hard to stay as hydrated as I need to. It's like way more water than I was expecting. All right. Okay, so let me see what's coming through here. Well, we already know with the Guide of Swords because we've talked about it so much, it feels like. Uh, that is kind of realizing like wanting to do the good right thing, take, robbing the rich to give to the poor, Robin Hood and his merry men. So with that theme still in there, give me just a second to see what's coming through. Oh, okay, this is a very random thing coming through, but cavity. So I'm not sure. Maybe there's someone listening. This is very specific. I feel that you have been thinking about going to the dentist or worried about having a cavity. I think this is your sign to maybe make that appointment. If this is for you, if that resonates with you, that was just a very random download. So there you go. Hopefully you get your appointment. Okay. Um, all right here. Sorry for the silence. So another thing to note about the Ace of Swords cards, that Ace of Sword card that's really cool. There are two huge roses by the rock. And the sword itself is like glowing. So it feels like with this message, someone has been like trying to do something really difficult, like pulling a sword out of a stone. I mean, something really difficult. Uh, something like something that is like so outside whoever this message is for. You have just like or are about to accomplish something huge, something you never thought you could do. And congratulations. Really be sure to take the time to celebrate yourself on this because that is incredible. Okay. Yeah. So with this, when the sword got pulled from the stone, like you this person, you have taken some control, and that has allowed you to like take on this gigantic like feat in your life. I can't. So many different things like riding a bull came through my mind, like staying on the bull long enough, which is very uh out there. Like closing a huge deal. Like if whoever this is for. Oh, and for someone, I feel like you have just finished writing something, maybe a poem, a book, or possibly a song, because I feel like music, like a beautiful piece of music that is going to, I mean, it's going to be big. I don't know within what kind of circle where you're going to release it, but if you have been getting any opportunities to share that somewhere, or if you are a musician and it's just something new coming up for you, wow, it is I can't mimic what I'm hearing in my head, but it is beautiful and just the world is so grateful for it, even though they haven't heard it yet, because it's just that beautiful. So, okay, this person, the big feet, the pulling the sword from the stone, this is your time. Like you are seizing your future, you're seizing your will. You are having the courage to follow your destiny. And it is amazing and really not easy to do all the time because I feel for many people, when you are on the path and you realize you're on a different path to actually be on the path of your destiny, what your dreams, what your soul wants, it sometimes you have to make some changes in life that are a little uncomfortable to make it that time. So good job. You have come into like a new way of thinking, and you're at the beginning of a journey that sounds amazing. So, as that leads us into the Six of Wands, hold on, more water again. Okay. Ooh. So, oh, well, yeah. Okay. So, you kind of taken control. You grabbed the wheel for lack of a better words. And now with the Six of Wands, it is time. This is a beautiful card of expressing your passionate side. Uh like you are a vital part of it all and realizing that and just realizing whatever your passion is, it isn't silly, it isn't unimportant. It's your passion. And if everyone was living their life through their passions, I think the world would be a much better place and people would be just so much kinder to other people because they're so fulfilled within their own life. They're not having to, make other people feel bad so they can feel better, because that happens sometimes. So, uh, you have, well, actually, I don't feel like you've left behind a world that was like maybe focused on the material. It seems like whatever you're heading into, or this part of your passion or your journey or your destiny, is not like stealing from the rich to give to the poor, but definitely a service path. Working with underprivileged, working in communities where people don't have what they need. I don't know, somewhere you have kind of stepped into a life of service in a bigger way. And it is making so many things like line up, and you can kind of see the lineup coming in your life of, well, what happens when you are living your true authentic self? Everything else just sort of lines up. So just keep going. Make sure to celebrate as you go, and just really nice job. Very beautiful. Okay, yeah, I think that's good. Let me get the sacred geometry cards. And I definitely feel like we're going to be pulling an ascendium card today, just because that's what I'm feeling. So remember, with energy, if you aren't listening to this on June 29th, when it's going to be posted and recorded, there still can be a message here. You could go back years into things and might hear a specific message for you, because energy, there isn't, time can't affect it really, like, for lack of a deeper explanation. Also, if you like or subscribe or maybe ever leave a comment, then I can connect a little bit more specifically with your energy. But don't worry, messages will come through if you don't want to do that. Okay, what else? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, sorry, a bunch of cards just fell out. Some fell on the floor. Give me a second. Okay, let's see. All right, we got the medicine wheel, which is number 20. 15, wait, hold on, my eyes are failing. 59, which is Earth Grid. Getting new glasses soon, so it shouldn't be so bad. Ooh, and infinity. I love the infinity symbol as well. Um, love eights. Love the eights on its side. Okay. So what's coming through is, for who this is, I feel like this is for a collective. Uh, Many people are coming into a time, or hopefully we are helping people get into this time, where people are starting to understand just how much more connected, like that, the concept of us all being one, not just a concept like a truth, but also with like the earth and animals on the earth, um, and how our energy is, and how we are treating this earth, and just kind of like the frequency of all the people has major effects on the planet, on the earth grid. And we're not going to get into a space of beautiful infinity, I feel, if people don't start waking up to the fact of how connected we all are and how important our earth is. So, give me, let's see what else wants to come through with this. Also, I need to get some more water. Okay, goodness. Uh, so one thing, I know it's hard. We can't solve global warming or all these things overnight, but just getting out into nature and loving nature. I mean, you don't have to make a big scene and like, I love you, Earth, unless you're someone who loves to do that. You could just go out there and silently think it. Put your bare feet on the earth, and just feel the connection. Go swimming somewhere, get in the water of the earth. Connection to nature really can help. And I feel for someone listening right now, you've kind of been in a spiral of just like confusion, and you keep overthinking this. I don't know if it's a solution. I don't know if you've actually found the solution. I feel there's too much like chatter around you right now. You've got to kind of come to a calm, and I know it is not easy for everyone to just stop thoughts, like meditate. Oh, I'll just have no thoughts. But there are so many other ways. And it's not necessarily stopping all your thoughts, but just getting a little clarity or space within yourself. And what's coming through from your guides is definitely get into nature, even if it's small. Go walk around your apartment complex, go walk around the block. If it's nature, that's of course much better, a park or something. But anything you can get. Just some sunshine on your face. Whatever you can do right now will help clear out all of those thoughts and help you get to a better point where you can figure out the solution that you need. So, I'd wait till it's cooler if you're somewhere hot, but try to get outside because that will bring you a little bit of clarity and some peace that I feel you really need right now, even if it is just for like 5 minutes. Okay, so then when we come looking at the Earth grid on its own, not in connection. Okay, so yeah, let's see. Also, your guides are saying that if you don't feel the nature is helping, you do have some really good friends, some close people that you trust, that you could talk to about this. So reach out for some fellowship or even just some time with your friends if you don't want to talk to them about this, just to get into a different headspace for a little while to come back to the problem or issue with a more clear head. So call up a friend, whoever this message is specifically for. I feel like you've been spending a lot of time at home. You've kind of hibernated away from everybody because you figured that was the way to figure this out. But right now, get out a little bit, get into nature, meet a friend in nature. Hey, double it all up. And then you're going to be able to find the answer you're looking for in a much easier way than the overthinking and just the cycling of thoughts. Okay. And then so yeah, with the infinity card, I was just talking about the concept of the concept of oneness, and just kind of looking more. Sometimes when you're really stuck in a place within yourself and it's hard to find a way out, if you can read a little something, watch a little YouTube something about just like how there are multiple realities and how there are like, what is it? I'm trying to think, multiple universes. It's so much bigger than what we were led to believe as kids growing up. So if you can get into a little of that kind of like cosmic headspace, it's going to help you it's going to help you get some clarity right now. So, whew. Okay, yeah. Right now, forever this is for, this has been a little scattered, but just you got to stop the hamster wheel in your head. That's what I keep thinking. Is just keep seeing as a hamster wheel, just someone running and running and running through the same thoughts. And there's that like saying about create, what is it? Insanity is doing the same thing over and over. Maybe that's not exactly right. And it's not, usually this is how it works for you. You spend some time alone, you think through stuff, and you come to your answer. So this time it has been really kind of disorientating for you because it's not how you normally figure stuff out. But that's also some of the message coming through is like, you've done it on your own for so long and you are fully capable of handling things on your own. But there's a time, and the time is now. And that's when there's the fellowship, connecting with others, connecting with nature, just more of a connection. And that's going to help you kind of shift into the reality that you want to be in. Because you recognize there's other ones, and you've been having some really amazing success with manifestation, connecting to your guides, just being in the flow. And then it stopped. And now here's a try in a different way. So I feel like that was pretty specific, but I hope I reached who it needed to reach. Like don't think you're not capable, but in everyone's life, sometimes you need a little help to get through something. And that doesn't mean like financial or this or that. It could just simply be like talking to a friend, getting it out there, and they might not even be saying anything about the situation, and you might hear something and you're like, oh my gosh, that's it. So don't discount like the more casual moments, and the like hanging out with people in fun ways can also bring messages and guidance. All right, like I said, after I get some water, we will do an ascendium card because they are just the most amazing affirmations. The actual oracle is known as a vibration shifting affirmation oracle. So if you connect with the message that comes through today, I would write it down in my journal, write it on your phone, say it to your phone, want a voice note, put it in the comments, just anything, say it in your water if you've watched any of my other videos. And you know my theory about 3 times, but it's up to you. If you want to say it once, if you want to say it 50 times, you do you. But I do like the three, the power of three. Woo. Okay. One more shuffle because, three. Okay. Let's see which one wants to come through. Here we go. Oh, I got two. So if either one of these affirmations resonates with you, or if both of them, because you don't have to just stick with one, if you would like your affirmation to be witnessed, put it in the comments. If you just want to say it and write it for yourself, go right ahead too. So first one was light body. My light body vibrates with pure love, anchoring the frequencies of ascension into the physical plane. Sorry, one more time. My light body vibrates with pure love, anchoring the frequencies of ascension into the physical plane. Well, and since I already read it twice, I've got to read it a third time. My light body vibrates with pure love, anchoring the frequencies of ascension into the physical plane. And the other one that came through, dreams fulfilled. The vision within me is destined for manifestation. I claim it now with confidence and gratitude. So, if you are feeling either one of those, please write it down or say it to yourself. Affirmations can be powerful. Also, when you are saying it, make sure you are feeling what it would feel like to have that be true. All right? I hope you have a sparkly day, and we'll see you next time.